Highway H2O is a 3,700-kilometer marine highway that offers shippers direct access to the commercial, industrial, and agricultural heartland of North America. Highway H2O is strategically positioned with access to a market of over 150 million people, a vast network of over 40 ports with key intermodal connection, and a range of incentive programs for new and existing cargo. Transportation stakeholders in the Great Lake St. Lawrence Seaway System region have aligned to develop business and deliver greater awareness about the system locally and internationally. Welcome to the Highway H2O podcast series. We'll be highlighting aspects of the system and talking with people that collectively advance marine transportation in the Great Lakes Seaway region. I'm your host, Mo Masudi, and today my guest is Stephen Fletcher, President of McKeil Marine Limited. Thank you for joining us, Stephen.
Thank you, Mo.
McKeil Marine is a tug and barge company. What are some of the advantages of using a tug and barge for shipping cargo through the Great Lakes Seaway system?
Well, Mo, I think there are several advantages. We see this as a very competitive niche within the whole Great Lakes and Seaway marine transportation industry. Tugs and barge units typically will carry about 9,000 to 12,000 tons. This size of shipment works very well for many end users who would rather not take 25,000 or 30,000 tons at a time. Either they're trying to reduce their inventory carrying costs, or they may have storage constraints at either end of the shipment. Tug and barges, of course, can also access shallower draft ports where there are a lot of challenges these days with dredging not being kept up around the Great Lakes. And thirdly, tug and barges are typically quite versatile, at least the ones in our fleet are. So we can move a bulk cargo in one direction and move a general cargo in the opposite direction. That allows us to more fully utilize the units and allows us to reduce the cost for the end customer. So it makes it much more competitive for many customers when we can more fully utilize the vessels.
Stephen, it is clear that McKeil Marine prides itself on being an innovative company. Can you give some examples of some recent innovative projects or cargo moves?
Sure. I think every year we're involved in a number of project moves that require significant engineering and a great deal of planning and accurate execution. This year's the same. This year we moved a very large stacker and reclaimer for ArcelorMittal. It was transported on one of our large barges, a 400 by 105 foot deck barge, and the unit really covered almost the entire deck of the barge. It was a massive unit. It's the only barge in eastern Canada that would have been capable of that move. It took a great deal of engineering and planning, and even execution became a challenge in a number of ways. There was a stevedore strike in Quebec that caused us some challenge on the final discharge, but between Mammoet, the heavy lift company that was running the transport units, and our tug crew, we were able to unload it even under that tough labor environment. Another large project we have on the go right now is for Hebron out in Newfoundland, where we are supplying 4 barges going on to the construction project, 12 of which are brand new built barges. One of the barges that just went on charter there last month will actually hold 2 cement plants. It is now the largest deck barge in Canada by far. It would actually have a 20,000 deadweight capacity. And as far as we can tell, it's actually probably the second or third largest deck barge in all of North America, in fact. So it's quite an exciting project for us, and great to see a lot of brand new quality built barges come into the Eastern Canada marketplace. What we are trying to get to is ensuring that we have real-time access to our vessels, real-time tracking information on exactly where our vessels are, updates on estimated time of arrivals, estimated time of departures. There are several technologies in the market, and over the last year we've been trying to test 2 or 3 of them and trying to narrow it to one, so that we'll have sort of one consistent system that will be used across our entire fleet. This technology is improving every year, and there's always new systems coming out. The challenge for our business is that we're not always in the same area. We have our tug and barge units often up into the Arctic at very remote places, and we'd like to track them just the same as we would in those that are transiting the St. Lawrence River and quite close to land. So we're looking for a very versatile system that can work in many different environments, but we think we're almost there now with the right solution for us.
I understand that McKeil Marine will once again be sponsoring the lunch keynote speaker at the 2013 Highway H2O conference. McKeil also sends a number of employees to attend the conference. Can you give your take on the benefits of both sponsoring and attending this conference?
Well, sure. That's easy. For us, we believe it's very important to support the industry initiatives that are promoting the industry, and H2O is doing a great job at that. So the least we can do is do something like sponsor the lunch. We're quite happy to do that. It's good for us, and we think that all the players in the industry should be stepping up to support H2O in one fashion or another. And as far as sending employees there, it's a fantastic opportunity. Every year we find that they come back with a lot of new information, new insights that they've gained from the formal sessions, but maybe just as importantly, they gain a tremendous amount from one-on-one conversations with others in the industry, and finding out who is doing what are some interesting ideas, and they're always looking for those nuggets of gold, those golden ideas that they can bring back to McKeil that we can then develop into new opportunities, new ideas, and continually try and find that next innovative solution.
Thank you for your time today, Stephen.
You're very welcome.
Stay tuned for our next podcast as we continue to talk to key individuals and companies from the Great Lakes Seaway System and look towards the 2013 Highway H2O conference taking place November 13th and 14th, 2013. Don't forget to visit us at www.highwayh2o.com.